Approaches to copying with replay attacks. Attach a sequence number to each message used in an authentication exchange. A new message is accepted only if its sequence number is in the proper order. Difficulty with this approach is that it requires each party to keep track of the last sequence number for each claimant it has dealt with. Generally not used for authentication key exchange because of overhead. Timestamps requires that clocks among the various participants be synchronized. Party A accepts a message as fresh only if the message contains a timestamp that, in A's judgment, is close enough to A's judgment of current time. Challenge response. Party A expecting a fresh message from B first sends B a nonce challenge and requires that the subsequent message response received from B that contain the correct nonce value. Binding. In all cases, cryptographic means must be used to ensure that neither cut and paste nor message modification is possible without deduction. One-way authentication. One application for which encryption is growing in popularity is electronic mail email. Header of the email message must be in the clear so that the message that can be handled by the store and forward email protocol such as SMTP or X.400. The email message should be encrypted such that the mail handling system is not in possession of the decryption key. A second requirement is that of authentication. The recipient wants some assurance that the message is from the alleged sender. Remote user authentication using symmetric encryption. A two-level hierarchy of symmetric key that can be used to provide confidentiality for communication in a distributed environment. Strategy involves the use of Trusted Key Distribution Center (KDC). Each party shares a secret key known as a master key with the KDC. KDC is responsible for generating keys that to be used for a short time over a connection between two parties and for distributing those keys using a master keys to protect the distribution. Suppress replay attacks. The denying protocol requires reliance on clocks that are synchronized throughout the network. A risk involved is based on the fact that the distributed clocks that can become unsynchronized as a result of sabotage on or faults in clocks or the synchronization mechanism. The problem occurs when the sender clock is ahead of the intended recipient's clock. An opponent can intercept a message from the sender and replay it later when the timestamp in the message becomes current at the recipient signs. Such attacks are referred to as suppress replay attacks. Kerberos authentication service developed as a part of Project Athena MIT, a workstation that cannot be trusted to identify its users correctly to network services. A user may gain access to a particular workstation and pretend to be another user operating from that workstation. A user may alter the network address of a workstation so that the requests sent from the altered workstation appear to come from the impersonated workstation. A user may eavesdrop on exchanges and user replay attack to gain entrance to a server or to disrupt operations. Kerberos provides centralized authentication server whose function is to authentication users to servers and servers to users. It relies exclusively on symmetric encryption, making no use of public key encryption. This is the OS requirements. A network user should not be able to obtain the necessary information to impersonate a user. That should be highly reliable and should employ a distributed server architecture with one system able to back up another. The system that should be capable of supporting larger number of clients and servers. And this is scalable and transparent. Ideally, the user should not be aware that authentication is taking a place of beyond the requirement on to enter a password. Kerberos version 4, it makes use of DES to provide the authentication service. Authentication server AES knows the passwords of all users and stores these in a centralized database. It shares a unique secret key with each server ticket created once the AES accepts the user as authentic that contains the user's ID, network address and the server's ID. It encrypted using the secret key that is shared by the AES and the server. Ticket granting server TGS. It issues ticket to the users who have been authenticated to AES. Each time the user requires access to a new service, the client applies to the TGS using the ticket to authenticate itself. The TGS then grants the ticket for the particular service. The client saves each service granting ticket and uses it to authenticate its user to a server each time a particular service is requested. The lifetime associated with the ticket granting ticket creates a problem. If the lifetime is very short, the example minutes, the user will be repeatedly asked for a password. If the lifetime is long, hours, then the opponent has a greater opportunity for replay. A network service, the DGS, or an application service that must be able to prove that the person using the ticket is the same person to whom the ticket was used. Servers need to authenticate themselves to users. This is the summary of Kerberos version 4 message exchanges. Kerberos realisms and multiple Kerberos. A full service Kerberos environment consisting of a Kerberos server, a number of clients, and a number of server. Application servers requires that the Kerberos server must have the user ID and hashed passwords of all participating users in its database. All users are registered within the Kerberos server. The Kerberos server must share a secret key with each server. All servers are registered with the Kerberos server. The Kerberos server in each interoperating realism shares a secret key with the server in the other realism. The two Kerberos servers are registered within each other. Kerberos realism, a set of managed nodes that share the same Kerberos database. The database resides on the Kerberos master computer system, which should be kept in a physical secure room. A read-only copy of the Kerberos database might also reside on the other Kerberos computer system. All changes to the database must be made on the master computer system. Changing or accessing the contents of a Kerberos database requires the Kerberos master password. Kerberos principle. A server, a service or user that is known to the Kerberos system, which is identified by its principal name, an instance name, a service or user name, a real name. Three parts of the principal name. Version 5 is intended to address the limitations of version 4 in two areas. Difference between versions 4 and 5, environmental shortcomings, encryption system dependence, internet protocol dependence, message byte ordering, ticket lifetime, authentication forwarding, interrealism authentication. In technical deficiencies, double encryption, TCBC encryption, session keys, password attacks. Summary of Kerberos 5 messages. Initial, pre-authenticate, HW authenticate, renewable, may postdated, invalid, proximal, proxy, forwardable, forwarded. These are the Kerberos version flags. Mutual authentication, publicly encrypted for session key distribution, assumes each part of the two parties is in possession of the current public key of the other. May not be practical to require this assumption. Denying protocol using timestamps uses an authentication server AES to provide public key certificates, requires the synchronization of clocks. Wu and Lam makes the use of nonces, care needed to ensure no protocol flaws. One-way authentication, have public key approaches for email, encrypted or message for confidentiality, authentication of both. The public key algorithms that must be applied once or twice to what may be a long message. For confidentiality, encrypt message with one time secret key, public key encrypted. If authentication is the primary concern, a digital signature may suffice. Federated identity management, relatively new concept dealing with the use of a common identity management scheme across multiple enterprises and numerous applications and supporting many users. Services provided include point of contact, SSO protocol services, trust services, key services, identity services, authorization, provisioning, management. The extensible markup language XML, the simple object access protocol SOAP. This one is this WS security accession markup language ACAML. Personal identity verification, user authentication based on the possession of a smart card is becoming a more widespread as the appearance of the credit card has an electronic interface, may use variety of authentication protocols. A smart card contains within it an entire microprocessor including processor, memory and IO ports. A smart card which includes three types of memory. Read-only memory stores data that does not change during the card's life. Electronically erasable programmable ROM, EEPROM, holds application data and programs, also holds data that may vary with time. Random access memory RAM holds temporary data generated when applications are executed. PIV documentation, FIPS 2201-2 personal identification verification, identity verification of federal employees contractors, SP 800-73-3 interfaces for personal identity verification, SP 800-76-2 biometric data specification for personal identity verification, SP 800-78-3 cryptographic algorithms and key sizes for personal identity verification, SP 800-104 a scheme for PIV visual card topography, SP 800-16 a recommendation for the use of PIV credentials in physical access control systems, SP 800-79 guidelines for the accreditation of personal identity verification card issues, SP 896 PIV card to reader interoperability guidelines. PIV credentials and keys, personal identification number PIN that requires to activate the card for privileged operation, cardholder unique identification. It includes federal agency smart credential number FACSN and the global unique identification number GUID, which uniquely identify the card on the card holder. PIV authentication key, symmetry key pair and corresponding certificate for user authentication. 2 fingerprint templates for biometric authentication, electronic facial image for biometric authentication, asymmetric card authentication key, asymmetric key pair and corresponding certificate used for card authentication. Optical elements include the following: digital signature key, asymmetric key pair and corresponding certificate that supports document signing and signing of data elements such as the CHUID, key management key, asymmetric key pair and corresponding certificate supporting key establishment and transport, symmetric card authentication key for supporting physical access application, PIV card application administration key, symmetric key associated with the card management systems, 1 or 2 iris images for biometric authentication. This is the PIV algorithms and key sizes. PIV key type, PIV authentication key which uses RSA and ECDSA algorithms. Key sizes for RSA 2048, for ECDSA 256 key sizes. Application supports card and card holder authentication for an interoperable environment. Card authentication key algorithms 3D DEA key size 168, algorithm AES key size 128, 192 or 256, algorithm RSA key size 2048, algorithm ECDSA key size 256. 3D DEA AES supports card authentication for physical access. RSA ECDSA support card authentication for an interoperable environment. Digital signature keys RSA ECDSA for RSA 2048 or 3072, ECDSA 256 or D384 supports document signing and non-signing. Key management keys RSA 2048, ECDH 256 or 384 supports key establishment and transport. Authentication using the electronic credential resist on a PIV card. The card supports the following authentication mechanisms: CHUID, card authentication key, BioA, PKI. Summary: remote user authentication principles: mutual authentication, one-way authentication, remote user authentication using symmetric encryption, mutual authentication, one-way authentication, Kerberos motivation, Kerberos v4 and v5, remote user authentication using asymmetric encryption, mutual authentication, one-way authentication, federated identity management, identity federation, personal identity verification, PIV system model, PIV documentation, PIV credentials and key authentication.